Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
It's been a tumultuous few weeks in U.S. politics. Joe Biden's decision on Sunday to abandon his bid for a second term was the latest twist in the dramatic race for the White House. It followed the attempted assassination of Donald Trump at a rally in the Rust Belt heart of deindustrialized America. The Republican nominee was already ahead in the polls after President Biden's lamentable performance in a TV debate last month. But Trump's chances of winning November's election were further boosted after he was shot in the right ear during a campaign event in Pennsylvania. Now he faces the prospect of squaring off against Kamala Harris, Biden's deputy, if, as seems likely, she is endorsed as the Democrats' candidate at next month's national convention in Chicago. Nevertheless, Trump remains the firm favorite to return to the Oval Office. Biden's withdrawal from the presidential race was not unexpected, and financial markets yesterday were calm. More instructive was how they responded to news of Trump's near-death experience. The dollar edged higher while Wall Street's main stock market indices, the S&P 500, the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and the tech-heavy Nasdaq also gained a bit. But this being America, it was shares in prison operators and gun makers that were among the biggest winners. Trump's plans to crack down on immigration are likely to boost demand for detention centers, and he is a staunch opponent of gun control, traders noted. Cryptocurrencies also jumped. Trump has slammed Democrats' efforts to regulate the sector, and he is still due to speak at a Bitcoin conference in Nashville, Tennessee on Saturday, July 27th. On the flip side, green energy stocks fell back amid expectations Trump would roll back Biden's climate change policies and resume drilling for oil and gas. Such reactions might be dismissed as knee-jerk, but they are also informed by Trump's words and actions when he was in the White House between 2016 and 2020. His previous presidency gave rise to the Trump trade market movements and investor behaviors shaped by Trump's economic policies and political actions. These included promises of deregulation, tax cuts, tariffs hikes, and increased infrastructure spending, funded by more borrowing. This controversial agenda, which Trump plans to repeat if elected again, had many critics, but was seen as broadly pro-business. It certainly helped to lift the U.S. stock market. The S&P rose by 62% between Trump being re-elected in 2016 and the start of the pandemic 4 years later, according to experts at investment bank Saxo. Among the sectors that fared best was technology. Cash-rich Silicon Valley firms took advantage of lower corporate tax rates to repatriate funds held overseas to increase investments, launch share buybacks and pay dividends, lifting share prices. Banks also gained as rules designed to make lenders safer by forcing them to set aside more rainy-day money were watered down. The cost of U.S. bonds, government debt known as treasuries, rose in the 2 years after Trump's election amid the belief that higher government spending would lead to higher borrowing. The dollar also gained against major currencies, including the pound, on hopes of stronger economic growth and higher interest rates. Dr. Doom, aka Nobel Prize-winning economist Nouriel Roubini, is not so sure. Roubini, who earned his moniker for making often gloomy predictions, warns that another Trump presidency could spark a trade war that might hit stock markets. Trump plans to slap a 10% tariff on all imports into the U.S., including those from the UK, and up to 60% on goods from China, leading to higher prices. He fears that could provoke a tit-for-tat retaliation, with dire consequences for investors. I would say protectionism is going to lead to a gradual increase in inflation, and that will be something that will be of concern, certainly to the bond market, he told news agency Bloomberg. A global trade war is not going to be good of the stock market, he added. But Trump is nothing if not transactional. Roubini suggests he may offer some carrots and sticks. That could include cutting or scrapping tariffs on NATO allies if they commit to more defense spending. President Trump has been critical about the way NATO has been funded and has demanded other members start ALEC.